Take a deep breath in and exhale. Keep breathing deeply. Close your eyes. See yourself entering into a place that goes beyond the physical place that you are at. It's a place that you can call special, magical, blessed, sacred. Use the word that resonates with you the most. This is your place. It is in your meditation, and it is about your life. The important detail, the most important detail of this place is that it allows our souls to meet and acknowledge each other, to nourish and celebrate each other. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, see yourself in the present, surrounded by the entity that you value the most. God, the higher power, the Holy Spirit, the all-powerful Spirit, the universe, the cosmos, the source, whatever it is perfect even in the perceived imperfections others may have about you, or including in the perceived imperfections that you may have about your beliefs. Take a deep breath in and exhale. If that is the belief that you have right now, if that is the belief that you have today, it is perfect as it is. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, declare that it was a wise decision to step up into this meditation. By having done so, you gave yourself the precious opportunity to make yourself a few gifts, very important gifts, for your mind to become sharper and more precise, for your spirit to become stronger, and for your heart to become more loving. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let go the attachment to the question, how does that work? Will that work for me? Or any other question that shows up. Realize that instead of fighting a question, or instead of believing a question, you can question the question. You can interview the question. What would the meditation won't work for you? What makes you undeserving? What makes you believe that you don't deserve the amazing results that others have achieved? Do you see that this is some kind of game that you thrive no matter what? How will you walk through life if you believe that life is a game that you could thrive either way? How will you behave? Take a deep breath in and exhale. Declare that you are willing and able to make the most of your time here and from your life. Declare that you are willing and able to receive your message for today as an ally. Interview it with curiosity, since you are aware that it's coming all the way from the subconscious to the conscious. And you are also alert to the fact that when something shows up that has been hidden for so long, it is giving you the precious gift of the opportunity to heal. To heal a hidden perception. Because you may not be aware of it, but in some way, it's guiding your perceptions, decisions, and actions. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let go any attachment to a specific way or form for the message for today. Are you aware? The message could show up as a thought, memory, body sensation, particular emotion. Something that shows up during our time together. Since this space is yours, it also could show up after the meditation finish and you keep going with your things. Because you can take this space with you. However, even if you decide not to take this space with you, the transformation, the shift that started here will give fruits later, no matter what. No matter what. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Let go any attachment to a specific message. Is that message an option? Indeed, could be. Could that be a message that shows up later? Is it possible that you are fighting because you believe a delay is a denial? Or is it possible that you want to force something? Do you want to believe something and you want to force something? Could it be time for you to finally let go any attachment? Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, declare that you are open and receptive for the message for today as it shows up. Declare that you are receptive because you know that whatever shows up, even if you dislike it, will bring with it the opportunity for you to learn, grow, and evolve. And you want your deepest desires to keep learning, growing, and evolving, no matter what. So let go any attachment and open yourself to receive what it is. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And declare that from freedom you transform the images you paint. From freedom you transform the images you paint. From freedom I transform the images I paint. From freedom I transform the images I paint. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, observe which came first. A thought, a memory, body sensation, particular emotion. Something that inspired you, something that put you in despair. Something attached to the past, to the present circumstances, to the future. Is it possible that you are painting a future that is already limited by your past or by your present circumstances? Is it possible that consciously or not you are declaring that your future will be fill the blank because of fill the blank? Take a deep breath in and exhale. From freedom I transform the images I paint. From freedom I transform the images I paint. Do you feel free to paint the images that you would love? Are you stuck thinking, I am not a painter? Do you realize that you paint your life through the ideas that you nourish, through the illusions that you nourish? Is it possible that you are painting a future limited by those events in your past that you perceive that fill the blank, that you were not able to paint fill the blank, or that you paint something fill the blank, and instead what happened was fill the blank? Is it possible that from that moment you allow that event to guide the images that you are painting over your life? You allow that event or those people to decide for you the colors that you will use? Does your life look with the colors that you would love? Or are you feeling right now the impulse to shout at me? You have no clue what I have gone through. And I can't use fill the blank with the colors, the illusions, the thought that you believe you can't use still in you. Because that's all part of the message. Do you realize that what you believe you can't believe, that what you believe you can't do, become true for you? You are painting your life with your beliefs and disbeliefs. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let go anything that could be overwhelming, any emotion that is putting you in despair. Are you keeping in mind? This meditation is about expanding your sphere of consciousness, expanding your sphere of awareness, expanding, raising your level of alertness. And by being here, you are doing that. By being here, you are allowing yourself to consider other colors for your life, other thoughts for your life, other ideas, other illusions for your life. The question is, are you willing to choose new colors for your life, new thoughts, new illusions? Or since some illusions burst like some bubbles, and you perceive they didn't go as you wanted, from now on you will fill the blank. Take a deep breath in and exhale. From freedom I transform the images I paint. From freedom I transform the images I paint. Do you realize that the images you paint could be a product of the images that others paint for you in the past? What if, right now, you choose to ask yourself, what product am I marketing? What product are you marketing? And if you are thinking, I am not a marketer, keep in mind your ideas, your illusions, your thoughts are products, are like seeds that give fruits all over. The question is, which fruits you want to harvest? Which images are you painting to do that? Take a deep breath in and exhale. From freedom I transform the images I paint. From freedom I transform the images I paint. Is it possible that you're too busy painting images for your future that you have forgotten about enjoying the present moment? That is the only one that you have. This one. Does that mean you shouldn't have a vision for your future? Who said so? However, how much time and energy are you putting into your future? Are you grateful for the present moment? And if you're feeling the impulse to shout at me, I can't be grateful for the present moment because of, take all that as information. And in that, what can you be grateful about that, whatever it is? What have you learned? How have you grown? What did you discover? How have you evolved? Take a deep breath in and exhale. From freedom I transform the images I paint. From freedom I transform the images I paint. Look into your past. Those moments that you perceive you didn't paint the best images, and then that become reality, and then you blame yourself for fill the blank. Do you realize that at that time you didn't have the same standards that you have today? Do you realize that at that time you didn't have the same knowledge that you have today? Is it possible that you are being very tough with your past you, the old you that is in the past? Do you realize that everything that you feel that you can't be grateful for in your past in some way is taking space from your time, from your mind, from your energy? The question is, are you going to allow your past and your present circumstances to be the ones who decide which images you paint for your future? Or are you going to feel free and start painting other images for your future regardless of what is around you? After all, every transformation starts from the inside out. Take a deep breath in and exhale. From freedom I transform the images I paint. From freedom I transform the images I paint. Are you aware that in order for you to step up into new levels of service, profit, health, freedom, and greatness, in whichever way you value the most, when you become aware of the images that you are painting, you interact with people, places, circumstances. Is it possible that you have closed yourself to the ideas or projects that others bring because they represent something that you despise in some way, and you automatically paint the worst images about what can happen if you allow them to speak, if you listen to them. Is it possible that you are closing yourself to others because the images that were painted on your life? Or is it possible that you have been close to yourself, believing that you can't reach anymore because of fill the blank? Take a deep breath in and exhale. From freedom I transform the images I paint. From freedom I transform the images I paint. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, ask yourself, how will you speak to paint new images? How will you listen to paint new images? Take a deep breath in and exhale. From freedom, I transform the images I paint. From freedom, I transform the images I paint. See yourself images. Take all those labels related toward those events, people, places, circumstances that you perceive you didn't paint the best images, or you did paint the best images but you didn't achieve or accomplish whatever it is, fill the blank. Take all those labels away. And right now declare that you are just your perspective about who you are. And from a place of love, you paint new images. I adjust my perspective about who I am. And from a place of love, I align and paint new images. I adjust my perspective about who I am. And from a place of love, from a place of love, I align and paint new images. How does that look like for you? Take a deep breath in and exhale. From freedom I transform the images I paint. From freedom I transform the images I paint. Go through the different areas of your life: vocational, physical, financial, familial, social, mental, spiritual. Which area are you using the best colors, the colors that you love the most? Which area of your life are you already declaring the worst? Do you realize that people love different colors? Therefore, people love different ideas. Your fantasy could be someone's nightmare. The color you love could be the one that others despise. The question is, which colors do you want in your life? Which ideas, which illusions, which projects are you going to nourish from now on? Take a deep breath in and exhale. From freedom I transform the images I paint. From freedom I transform the images I paint. And declare, I adjust my perspective about who I am. And from a place of love, I align with outstanding. I adjust my perspective about who I am. And from a place of love, I align with outstanding. How does that look like for you? Take a deep breath in and exhale. From freedom I transform the images I paint. From freedom I transform the images I paint. From freedom I transform the images I paint. Blessings.